Who's ready for some Browns and Dolphins? Yeah? I take that as 2 yeses from you guys over here.
I give you the
Brandon Weeden, 4 picks in week 1 last year against the Eagles. See if he can bounce back here. 3rd down and 8. Looking for Travis Benjamin, but is picked off by Nolan Carroll.
That's just one you just can't throw.
You can't throw it.
Can't do it.
Well, he did.
Well,
I mean, he's under duress, too. But that's when you're under you just can't make that throw.
Couple of possessions later. That's not all on him. Greg Little couldn't pull it down. Dimitri Patterson.
Ball's a high ball, though, slightly behind him, crossing the field.
Play is ruled incomplete, but Dolphins head coach Joe Philbin going to challenge the play. Patterson looking like he bobbled the ball, but the ruling would be reversed. Weeden now 2 picks early on in the game.
That ball never shifted in his hands when it hit the ground. Yes, it hit the turf. That ball never moved. Good call.
Second quarter, we pick it up. Cleveland trailing 6-0. Weeden going to be flushed down to the pocket here. And eventually making a play, finding his young tight end, Jordan Cameron.
Good pass pro right there. And he's got the big arm.
Nice catch.
And Cameron, I tell you, another one of these basketball guys.
He thinks it's a touchdown there. We take another look.
Yep.
Brent Grimes touches Jordan while he was down, so that's celebration not needed.
But he earned it, though. That's a nice play right there.
Still a good catch. Next play, 1st down and 10 on the Dolphin 27-yard line. And we didn't like that so much, he's coming right back to Jordan Cameron.
Behind him again.
And that one is picked, and that one is intercepted by Dimitri Patterson.
Trent Richardson tried to rodeo tackle him. Running backs don't work on the tackle.
No, they
often
don't.
Do they don't.
Well, but on a team like that, you should.
You might have to.
Yes.
So Brandon Weeden with 3 interceptions in the first half. Next possession, looking for Cameron again. And that time he's got him. 7-yard Browns touchdown.
And again, think about this. You throw 3 interceptions and your defense still keeps you in the game. They hold the Dolphins at bay. The Dolphins weren't great shakes either early on in this game.
Browns up
Ray
7.
Horton on that defense, pal.
Yeah, defensive coordinator there. 7-6 Cleveland at halftime. Look at the time for Ryan Tannehill and the perfectly placed ball.
Brian Hartline, timing, rhythm, nice strike. 7.
Dolphins take the lead 13-10. Brian Hartline, huge day. 9 catches, $114. Did you have him on your fantasy team, Jamie?
I did not. Actually.
Anybody?
He's earning that paycheck, though.
Jordan Cameron, I think he counts as the favorite receiver today. 10-yard gain.
I did want him on my fantasy team. Got jumped by somebody on that.
But that was 3rd and 19, so 10 doesn't do you a whole lot of good. Browns forced to punt. Next Miami possession. This is 3rd down and 2. Tannehill. Brandon Gibson making a play for 24 yards.
You love the effort post-catch. Brandon, good route, nice grab, but the finish is something special.
Same drive, 7 plays later, 3rd down and 2. That's the same connection. Tannehill to Gibson, picks up 6 and moves the sticks.
And you got to play a little tighter in situations like that.
Daniel Thomas right up the middle, little leap, 1-yard touchdown. The Dolphins now doubling up on Cleveland at 20-10. Browns trying to come back next possession, facing 4th down and 2 at their own 33-yard line. And Weeden hangs on, goes down. Cameron Wake, 8-yard sack. He had 3 sacks on the afternoon.
One-man wrecking crew.
Wow.
The Dolphins trailed at halftime. They come back to win 23-10. The Browns have now lost 9 consecutive opening day games. We've been excited about all the offense so far, Darren. We're going to back that up just a little bit, okay? We've got some Browns and some Ravens. We've got Joe Flacco coming off the opening night loss at Denver. Pressured and sacked. That's first-round selection Barkevius Mingo.
There you go. Kiki. There you go, Kiki.
This kid can get after the passer, man. He got some natural pass rushing abilities.
Brandon Weeden has Jordan Cameron, the tight end. He has a pivot and a run for 53 yards, led to a Cundiff field goal, and Cleveland on top 3-0. Okay? All right, 3-0.
That was it, 3-0.
Yes,
You don't get any comment off of that.
No, field goal, okay.
Yeah.
Not worthy. How about this? Sacked again. Jabal Shear dropping in for a 5-yard loss.
There you go, defense. This game was a little bit
Had some protection issues in Denver as well.
Yeah, he did. His offensive line, they're a veteran offensive line. They're going to pick it up.
Another passing situation, 3rd and 6. This time he's got time, and he has Torrey Smith, 23 yards.
Guy that's taken over to be the number 1 go-to receiver. I don't know if that bodes well for the Ravens, but like you said, a strong 2. He's definitely a strong
2. That is correct.
That's a strong young back there. Bernard Pierce, 5-yard touch. Scoring play would be reviewed and confirmed. The Ravens leading by a point after the extra point, 7-6. That's a 12-play, 80-yard drive. Into the fourth quarter, same score. Ray Rice goes down without contact.
You do not want to see that.
Take another look. We see Ray going down with no one around him and appears to be in quite a bit of pain after he goes down. Taken to the locker room and did not return. Yikes.
You don't want to see that. And this is the guy who's your weapon. But boy, man, it's tough.
Yeah.
A couple of plays later, 3rd and 10. Flacco, nice pocket. And the veteran Brandon Stokely has 16.
The ageless one.
Down to the Cleveland 26, 5 plays later. Flacco. Marlon Brown. That's Marlon Brown, guys. 5-yard touchdown. He's looking at me like, what? Marlon Brown.
Okay,
yeah.
just making sure.
Ravens on top 14-6. Next Cleveland possession. 4th play of the drive. Whedon. Intended for Greg Little. That is a ball that just has to be caught.
You got to catch that ball, but I think he got laid out there.
Actually, that was friendly fire. He hit his own player.
Wow.
Hit Jimmy Smith.
Jason Campbell came in as Whedon went to the locker room, did not come back. Ravens hold on to win 14-6. They are now 1-1. The Browns are 0-2.
Cleveland and Minnesota, Adrian Peterson saying, oh my, thank goodness we are playing the Browns today because they have nobody on offense. Not so fast. Brian Hoyer. The world belongs to Brian Hoyer. First quarter, Browns ball trailing 7-0. Josh Gordon back from suspension and back into the end zone. Ties the game at 7. Watch again. Don't fall for it, A.J. Jefferson. Don't bite, don't bite. Oh, he bit. Jefferson filling in for the injured Chris Cook, though. Maybe not for long after that one. Same score, next Browns possession, 1st and 10. Hoyer finds Gordon again. Turns into a 30-yard gain. He's explosive, Josh Gordon. Now he's back on the field. Watch out. Second quarter, same drive. 2nd and 11 on the Vikings 19. It's Jordan Cameron, not Cameron Jordan. Cameron, the 19-yard touchdown. Not many guys can be that athletic as a tight end. This kid is a superstar. Browns lead 14-7. 2 Cleveland possessions later, it's going to be a field goal. Instead, no, it's Spencer Lanning. Finds Cameron for the 11-yard touchdown. Browns lead 24-14. Leslie Frazier says, I didn't see that. What happened? Meanwhile, here's Lanning, and then I threw it, and he caught it, and it was so cool. It was a touchdown. Ensuing Vikings possession, Jeff Slock's punt muffed by Travis Benjamin, recovered by Larry Dean, who runs it in for the apparent touchdown. However, Leslie Frazier would challenge the play, but a muff punt is not reviewable, so Frazier would get penalized for unsportsmanlike conduct. Knowing the rules, very important when you're a head coach in the National Football League. Third quarter, Browns ball leading 24-17, 2nd and 21 from their own 5. Here's Hoyer. Sharif Floyd, that means he's going to do something good. It's tipped and intercepted by Aaron Henderson. Hoyer's 3rd interception of the day. Take another look. Floyd hits Hoyer's arm, forces the bad throw. Floyd loves it. 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Forget about this Adrian Peterson guy. Watch what I can do, says Christian Ponder. And he's in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. Fourth quarter. The Browns defying all logic, scoring 24 points and being in this game at the end. Their ball down 3, 3 minutes left. Hoyer, Josh Gordon, the slant for 11 in the first down. 2 plays later, Hoyer, Chris Obanaya, and he goes 11 yards for the first down. 3 plays later, this is like Montana. Not Nate Montana, Joe Montana. Gordon again, this time for 10 yards. Gordon had 146 yards on the day. Then it's Jordan Cameron, his 3rd touchdown of the day. Browns lead 31-27. Hoyer would go for 321 with 3 touchdowns. Cameron, 66-yard receiving and 3 touchdowns. Vikings, one last chance. It's Hail Mary. Christian Ponder, I'm going to throw a and whoopsie. He gets flipped. Browns win 31-27. Desmond Bryant the sack to end it and win it for the Browns. Bengals and the Browns. Tom Brady said his former backup Brian Hoyer is ready. Let's see how he does in his 2nd straight start. Browns 2nd possession, still no score, 2nd and 6. Hoyer finds Travis Benjamin, and there goes Benjamin, 39 yards on the completion, 1st and 10 from the Bengals 22. 5 plays later, 2nd and goal from the Bengals 2, 12th play of the drive. What a surprise. It's Jordan Cameron. Hoyer says, I'm a starting quarterback in the NFL. Watch it again. Taylor Mays, not even close. Browns lead at 7-0. Second quarter, Browns ball, it's 7-3, 3rd and 5 from their own 31. The third play of the drive. Hoyer looking for last week's hero, Josh Gordon. After all, he looked at him 19 times a week ago. Great catch by Gordon for 33 yards. Watch it again. He leaps over Adam Jones to make the grab. Gordon finished the day with 4 catches for 71 yards. How about A.J. Green? Brown said, we're not afraid of A.J. Green. Well, here's how he did earlier today. Third-year star receiver struggled to find it most of the time. Second quarter, 3rd and 3. Stopped short of the first down by Joe Hayden. We got to start talking about Hayden Island. It's got to be Hayden Island soon. Later in the second quarter, 2nd and 6. Andy Dalton's pass, batted away by Joe Hayden. Hayden Island. Third quarter, 3rd and 7. Pass intended for Green. It's broken up. And again in the third quarter, 1st and 10. This time it's on Andy Dalton. Underthrows Green. Finished the day with 7 catches for 51 yards. Completely frustrating day. Fourth quarter, Browns ball. They lead 10-6. 2nd and 9 from their own 45. It's Hoyer looking for the best tight end in football. And he's got him. Jordan Cameron for 31 yards. 1st and 10 from the Bengals 24. Cameron, 10 catches, 91 yards and a touch on the day. 3 plays later, 1st and goal. Willis McGahee up the middle. 2nd and goal from the Bengals 1. Next play, it's Chris Ogbonnaya. He Ogbonnaya. The Browns extend their lead to 17-6. Bengals trying to desperately claw back in it. 2nd and 10. Dalton's pass intercepted. Dalton is bummed. Some love on the Browns sideline from Buster Skrine. Browns win it 17-6.
The team wore all brown for the first time in team history, but this is not what they expected out of Brian Hoyer, the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns on Jim Brown night. St. Ignatius High quarterback coming out, and just a couple of possessions in, he rolls out of the pocket, and then he slides and gets hit by Kiko Alonso as he goes down, and he goes down hard. They are hoping, with an MRI revealing what's going on inside his knee, they fear it could be a torn-up knee in there for Brian Hoyer. He did not return it.
And that would be devastating for them. The way that he came in and kind of energized this team. Boy, just a bad case of getting hit at the wrong time.
Still, the team, the Browns down 10-0, were able to come back and tie it. And then Travis Benjamin with a huge return. 79 yards, splitting people, rolling away from people, cutting back, going in the end zone for the touchdown, and the Browns go up 17-10. But C.J. Spiller came out in the second half, ran one in from 56 yards out, and the Bills took the lead after C.J. Spiller did that. But before Spiller tied the game, as a matter of fact, E.J. Manuel doesn't get out of bounds quickly enough, and he gets hit by Deshaun Gibson. Look out, right on that right leg and knee, and he would not return to the game.
Yeah, boy, what a nasty hit right there. You tell young quarterbacks when you get by the sideline, go out of bounds. Nothing good is going to happen for you.
He saw too many quarterbacks go in that room tonight. Fred Jackson gave the Bills the lead, and then Brandon Weeden with 2 long passes, one to Gibson and this one to Gordon, tied the game at 24. Brandon Weeden got his sea legs under him and was driving the Browns down the field for a field goal. And then with 2.5 to go on 3rd and 6, buying some time, flipping the ball towards Willis McGahee, and that left the door open for Jeff Toole, the undrafted rookie free agent quarterback who got picked off by T.J. Ward. 44 yards to the house for the game sealer. And the Cleveland Browns get a defensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown, and go on to win 37-24 to improve to 3-2 for the first time since 2001.
Browns Lions. All-Pro wide receiver Calvin Johnson is back on the field after missing last week's game. Matthew Stafford to Calvin Johnson. Can't make the catch. The ball just bounces off his hands. Maybe he's a little rusty.
Well, I benched him on my fantasy team, just so you know.
Did you really?
Yeah, I just was a little nervous about it.
Did he make you regret that decision?
Next play to Joseph Fourier. Now, I want you guys to watch this dance. Darren, watch this.
What is that?
Huh?
Nice.
I don't even know how to describe that dance.
That was good. That was entertaining.
He's setting dancing back 100 years, Paul, by doing that type of stuff.
I tell you what he's going to do. He's going to set dunking forward here a little bit later on in the show.
Hey, Travis Benjamin, remember on Thursday night, a couple Thursdays ago, he had the big return. There he goes, 45 yards. Same drive. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. Whedon to Chris Obanaya. He's wide open. We're all tied at 7.
You heard me talking about this yesterday on NFL Total Access, talking about Whedon the weed whacker, because you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get good plays like that, and then you're going to get that uneven play. That's why you use a lawnmower as opposed to the weed whacker. Nice play. Whedon makes play happen. They score a touchdown.
You've been doing this for a lot of years, Jamie. It's the first time you've gone gardening on us.
You never get that smooth, consistent cut. A little lumpy, a little up and down.
17-7. There's Reggie Bush, 39 yards.
Best acquisition of the offseason, if you ask me.
4 plays later, Stafford to Bush again.
And I love when they use him with that middle screen because it gives him the entire football field to work with.
So the Lions cutting that lead to only 3. It's 17-14. Next possession, 3rd and 7. Finding Calvin Johnson for a hard-fought 8 yards and a first down.
And Stafford right there delivering the ball through, get his hand kind of tied up with the defender, but good job of him just firing the strike through.
Stafford with time, but that one is tipped and picked by Deshaun Gibson.
That's a nice throw.
That's a great play by Joe Hayden, I believe, that broke that pass up.
But that was a nice throw, though. Nice throw by Stafford.
Stafford can't believe it, and the Browns have the ball on their own 30. That eventually led to a punch.
Yeah, those things happen sometime. I mean, he delivers a strike in there. Great play, as you mentioned, by Hayden.
Fourier earned himself another look here with that touchdown, Jamie.
How about this one here?
Now, what is he going to do?
We'll show you how. This is how you finish. Don't.
Oh, boy. Okay. Now, you can dance how you want to dance, and you can get up and throw that thing down like that, Paul.
All right. Can you do this? Can you flip it to Obanaya from that far away?
Come on.
I mean, eventually you knew this was going to happen.
That's the weed whacker.
Don't be surprised.
The weed whacker.
That's that lumpy cut right there, Jamie. That's that smooth.
Yeah.
That's that lumpy. That's that pothole.
The weed whacker.
2 TDs, 2 picks for Whedon. Stafford to Fourier again.
Threesome for Fourier?
What's he doing this time?
Wow.
Wow. Oh, okay, the little cabbage patch. I like that cabbage patch. All right, Christian, I can do that cabbage patch.
How old is that? That's at least 20 years, isn't it?
15, 20,
You probably were cabbage patching back in the day, huh, Paul?
Yeah, probably 20. I don't think I've done it myself.
You did.
Talking about everybody else, well, they're trying for their 10th straight home win. And we turn it over to fantasy correspondent Brett Favre on Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron is my quarterback, and usually he's guaranteed to get me about 30. I think first week he got me 45 points. Struggled one week, but he's been good.
Battle of the ugly uniforms as the Packers taking on the Browns.
Come on, man, you gotta like these.
I like the Browns unis.
All right, remember, there's no Jones, no Cobb, but there's plenty of Jermichael Finley. And a base on that one. Is our other 88
clubber right there.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little later, too.
5 catches, 72 yards in that score. And then Rodgers to Jordy Nelson.
Good job, Jordy.
5 catches, 42 yards, and a score. Packers up 24-6. And then in the 4th, Rodgers to
Look out.
Jarrett Boynton for a 100-yard day for him.
Don't you like it when young receivers step up? They get an opportunity, and they take advantage of the opportunity. The Packers always have a little young receiver. A couple of years ago, it was Cobb. This year, look at Boykins. That's pretty good, man.
The bad news for the Packers on this stage, Jermichael Finley in the 4th quarter. Gets
watch
hit
yourself,
by
man.
Deshaun Gibson.
It's the second time in like 3 weeks.
Injured neck.
It's clean hit.
This is
Carted
neck?
off
Okay.
the field. The good news is the feeling in the extremities afterward.
Man.
Health update coming Monday, and the Packers are now in first place in the
Praying for
NFC
you, man.
North after the 31-13 win.
Browns and the Chiefs. Jason Campbell, the 20th starting quarterback for the Browns since 1999. If something happened to him, Brian Sipe would be the next quarterback. Alex Smith, meanwhile, hasn't thrown a touchdown pass since week 4 against the Giants. Second quarter, Chiefs ball leading 6-0, 3rd and 5 in the Browns 35. Alex Smith runs left 23 yards all the way down to the Browns 12. Look at him tiptoe down the sideline. First down, Chiefs. 3 plays later. 3rd and 10 in the Browns 12. Smith looking for Anthony Sherman. Is this going to be his first touchdown since the Giants? Yes. 12 yards out, Chiefs lead 13-0. The first career touchdown for Sherman. 2 Browns possessions later, trailing 13-0, 1st and 10. It's Campbell to Willis McGahee, who laterals back to Campbell on the flea flicker, and there's Josh Gordon. Just how they drew it up, a 39-yard touchdown. Browns trail 13-7. Andy Reid says, wow, flea flicker. I wasn't quite ready for that one. All right. Ensuing Chiefs possession, 1st and 10 on the Browns 28. Smith finds Dexter McCluster deep for a 28-yard touchdown. McCluster, a ton of targets in this game. Alex Smith's favorite wide receiver / running back / do-it-all / weapon target of the day. Chiefs lead 27. Joe Hayden says, this doesn't happen to us. No one throws on us. We're the Browns. Third quarter Browns ball, trailing 20-10. On the comeback trail, it's Campbell to Josh Gordon for 23 yards. 4 plays later, Rob Chudzinski says we're going for it. 4th and 1 on the Chiefs 19. They give it to Willis McGahee. Is McGahee going to have enough for the first down? He does. First down, Cleveland. Next play, 1st and 10 on the Chiefs 17-yard line. It's Fozzie Whitaker. Waka, waka, waka. Look at Fozzie go. Waka, waka, waka. 17-yard touchdown. Waka, waka, waka. Browns trail 20-17. They went 9 plays and 85 yards in 5 minutes, 4th quarter. Chiefs ball leading 20-17. 3rd and 18, though, on the Browns 49. Smith is pressured, sacked by Desmond Bryant for a loss of 10. Alex Smith, not happy. I just got hit really hard. Ensuing Browns possession. 2nd and 20, their own 18. Campbell, sacked by Justin Houston, forces a fumble, recovered by Derek Johnson. Penalty flag on the play, but Tamba Hali is called for offsides. Browns maintain possession. The Browns are still in it. 3 plays later, 4th and 7, their own 31. Campbell flushed out of the pocket. Pass falls incomplete, intended for Devon Bess right here. Chiefs would add a field goal in their ensuing possession. Browns get the ball back, one last chance. Less than 20 seconds left to go. Can Jason Campbell turn into Brian Hoyer revisited? Josh Gordon gets hit, 9 yards, but Gordon doesn't get out of bounds, and the clock ticks down. Tick, tick, tick. 5 seconds. Come on, 4. We're going to spike it. We're going to get it. Come on, line up, line up. Oh, this is not going well. And that is the ball game. Chiefs win it by the score of 23-17.
They've talked it over. Here they go. 4th and goal at the Baltimore 1. Watch for Cameron, 84, one of the best red zone receivers in the NFL. Campbell. Doomerville with pressure. That is caught by Bess, and that is a Cleveland Brown touchdown. Short week, too, for Seattle. Played on Monday. The Boomer and I did in St. Louis. 3rd down and 3. Oh, he's got Bess. He's got room. Oh, what a move! He broke the ankles of Webb and takes it in for his 2nd touchdown today. 2nd down and 10. No timeouts. Good block by Monroe at the left tackle. And they've got Brown. That is a touchdown. Unless he's got, no, he got in there. A touchdown reception for Marlon Brown.
Just get over that hurdle. Scoring more than 17 points goes a long way.
2nd down and 3. Campbell, Barnage, touchdown. Rice back in. 1st and goal at the 7. Touchdown. And caught on the play by Brown. Flacco's got a big arm. Underneath, Rice. And that's it. Cleveland has won. Browns beat Baltimore for the first time since 2007. And now Cleveland within 2 games of first place Cincinnati. Baltimore will play the Bengals next week.
If you like defensive and special teams touchdowns, we've got your game. We've got Jason Campbell against Andy Dalton. Andy with 7 turnovers the last 2 games. Unfortunately for Andy Dalton, Joe Hayden came to play.
Joe Hayden did come.
He's been playing all year.
There he is with his first pick
Nice hands.
of the first quarter.
Well, wait.
That led to
That's a
field
great
goal.
catch.
He just threw it right to him.
No, that's a tough catch. A lot of traffic.
Yeah, when they throw it right to you, yeah, it's tough. Huh?
Okay, JD's not impressed with the first pick. How about that?
How about that one? Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. That's good. He jumped it. Took it back.
Everybody's jumping Andy Dalton.
2 interceptions with 1 pick 6 early in that first quarter, and the Browns up 13-0. All right, next Browns possession. We can do that as well. Eventually. James Harrison.
Watch him pull it.
He's not going to make it into the end zone, is he?
Look at that.
Running through. He's like an old school fullback.
Yes.
Penalty on the play. Brandon Thomas called for an illegal block in the back. Thomas.
How quick that flag came out.
Negated the touchdown, but led to a Jermaine Gresham touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. He played quarterback at Rutgers.
Sanu.
And this is a perfect pass.
Beautiful. He had to be a quarterback.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Quarterback at Rutgers.
I wish his quarterback could throw like that.
Yeah. Played a little bit of quarterback at Rutgers. Second quarter now.
You need to teach Andy Dalton something.
There's the other quarterback, Andy Dalton, to...
I can do that too.
I guess so.
That's Sanu.
What can Sanu do for you?
Sanu had quite the drive there. Bengals leading 14-13. Couple of possessions later, 4th and 6. Blocked by the Bengals there. Picked up by Tony Dye. He takes it back for the touch.
I think Burfict blocked the punt.
Bengals lead 21-13. Next Browns possession, 2nd down and 13. Campbell's pass to Chris Obanaya complete. However, ball comes out. And the fumble picked up by Vontaze Burfict. He scores.
There you go. That's what this defense can do. Takeaways and then score.
Then he's left the
defense. This is why you say they have a chance to win Super Bowl with a defense like that.
That would be
everything.
Yes.
31 unanswered points by the Bengals. Campbell to Josh Gordon. That's a pretty pass.
Yeah, this dude can play.
Down the sideline, 74-yard Cleveland
I had
score.
no idea why early in the season they was talking about trading him.
Well,
he's their best receiver.
He is, but
No,
again, if he's in trouble all the time,
I haven't heard him getting in any trouble this year.
But after Andy Dalton started out with those 2 interceptions, he came back 3 touchdowns and no picks from that point on. That's Alex Smith for the 2-yard touch. The Bengals win 41-20 after starting out in horrendous fashion, down 13-0. Cincinnati increases that cushion in the AFC North with a 21-point lead over Cleveland, or 21-point win. And take a look and see what happened before that news conference. Steelers, Browns, Ben Roethlisberger, 15-1 against Cleveland. Lifetime. Antonio Brown against Joe Hayden, going to duel it out today.
Nice battle, man.
Great battle.
Here's Brown here picking up. Oh, that might have been a push.
Well,
maybe.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me.
It's a 17-yard gain. No call. So now Antonio Brown behind Joe Hayden. Hayden does a great job at catching up, but ball falls in the hands of Antonio Brown.
And you can see how he got in trouble. Once again, eyes in the backfield, not on your receiver. Guessing a little bit, he runs right by you. That's not how Joe Hayden usually plays.
Exactly. I hate when guys start playing high, get out of their technique. That's not what I normally see out of this young man either.
Like I tell you, sometimes you start to feel yourself.
He did.
You know, and you don't concentrate on your technique.
Respect the game.
No doubt.
Brown had 6 catches, 92 yards, but not that one.
That's a nice play.
Joe Hayden kind of held on a little bit.
Hey,
just a little.
No, they didn't call it.
That's illegal in 3 states, but obviously not in Ohio.
13-3, Steelers up at halftime. 3rd quarter, 3rd down and 7. Campbell. Hit by William Gay. Will Allen recovers. He thinks he's got 6 points right about here.
The way he's moving, he didn't think he had 6 points.
He thought he had it.
No, he did.
And he does.
You know when you don't have that.
Brought down at the 4-yard line, but Jason Campbell injured on the play.
Yeah.
Hard hit to the head, taken to the locker room, and did not come back.
Interesting when sometimes they call the hit to the head and sometimes they don't.
I think his head hit the ground, and that's what caused it, the ground being hard right there.
Next play for the Steelers, Roethlisberger to Sanders, 4-yard touchdown, and Roethlisberger 22 out of 34, 2 TDs and no interceptions. Brandon Weeden back into the game. In for the injured Jason Campbell. What do you think is going to happen right here?
What do you think's going to happen?
Oh, well.
William Gay.
Don't use the excuse I didn't get any practice reps either.
Takes the 21 yards for the touchdown. Kevin Harlan had me covered for the highlight there.
He did have you. Very nice little man.
He was excited.
You are the man.
Steelers, 3 consecutive wins. 27-11.
Biggest thing, Paul, 5 sacks. That defense, once again, is they're turning it up. Turning the ball, getting takeaways. This team better watch out. Pittsburgh might be back.
Oh, no, I don't think there's any doubt that they're back in the mix because of the other teams not being able to put them away. You know, there was an opportunity to put the Steelers away, and now they've kind of found their sea legs with this new 30-something kind of a oriented football team, and they're playing better.
Jaguars and the Browns. Jags looking for their 3rd win in a row. Look how red hot those uniforms are when you win 2 in a row in Jacksonville. It's a big deal. Meanwhile, Brandon Weeden looking for his first win in 2013, 0-4 as a starter. First quarter, this would be a continuing theme throughout the day. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, 42-yard gain. 3 plays later, it's a Willis McGahee touchdown run, puts the Browns up 7-zip. So the ensuing Jaguars possession, Chad Henne looking for Clay Harbor. Safe Harbor? Harbor Day? That's really Arbor Day. Game tied at 7. We need a nickname for Clay Harbor. Second quarter now, Browns ensuing possession, 3rd and 10 from the Jags' 21-yard line. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, 21 yards, touchdown. At this point in the game, Gordon had 9 catches for 166 yards receiving. It was still midway through the second quarter. 3 Browns possessions later, it's Weeden looking for Jordan Cameron, instead picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. First career pick for the 2013 first-round draft choice from Florida International. Next Jags possession, 3rd and 1 from the Browns' 8. MJD throws it to Mercedes Lewis for a touchdown. His first touchdown pass, Lewis's first touchdown in 2013. Game is tied at 14. So now the Browns ensuing possession. It's Weeden looking for Greg Little. Instead, Dwayne Gratz picks it off. Weeden's thrown at least 2 touchdowns in the game for the 9th time in his career. Well, at least that'll be his last turnover before halftime, right? That's 2 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. He's not going to have another one, is he? He's stripped by Jason Babin, and it's recovered by the Jaguars. Weeden 3 turnovers in the final 3 minutes of the first half. Third quarter now. Browns ball trailing 20-14. 2nd and goal from the Jags' 4-yard line. It's Weeden looking for Greg Little, something we haven't said in 2 years. And he finds him. 4-yard touchdown. Browns lead 21-20. Weeden bouncing back nicely. And give me the spike over the goalpost. Fourth quarter now, Browns ball leading 21-20. This snap goes over Weeden's head, but that's okay. Fozzie Whitaker's going to pick it up and run. He's going to do something. No! Brandon Weeden kicks it out of the end zone as Whitaker was just about a foot away from picking up the football and not giving up 2 points. Rob Chudzinski says that's not how we practice at this week. Browns ball ensuing possession. Brandon Weeden says enough of this. Brandon Weeden, Josh Gordon, and there he goes. Right here, he's over 200 yards for the game. First player with back-to-back 200-yard receiving games in NFL history. 28-25 Browns. So now the Jags have the ball. Under 2 minutes left, it's 3rd and 9 from the Browns' 20-yard line. You can forget about throwing at Joe Hayden because, look, you're not going to do this. Not with Cecil Shorts. I know he's good, but, you're not going to do this 2 weeks in a row. But, no, that's exactly what happens. And it's Cecil Shorts for the 20-yard touchdown. The Jags up 32-28. Joe Hayden bites on the double move. What has happened to Joe Hayden the last 2 weeks? One last chance for the Cleveland Browns. Down by 4. It's a Hail Mary from Brandon Weeden. Watch how much the Browns receivers fight for the football on this one. I mean, they go up. You really have to go and take it away from them. Look at them with a huge effort. Not even there. Jaguars win it 32-28. First back-to-back wins since 2010. Go Jags.
To 28. How about the Brownies taking on the Pats? Tom Brady and the offense trying to get off to a fast start. It was just an unlucky day for Rob Gronkowski. You hate seeing these types of injuries. Brady to Gronk.
See, this is a new rule injury.
Low.
If you hit him high, that never happens. Blatantly going at his leg because they don't want to get fined.
Well, T.J. Ward goes low. I don't even like to look at that.
Bad.
Reports say a torn ACL.
Praying for your Gronk.
Carted off the field. He's supposed to have an MRI on Monday to confirm. All right, Browns ball. Jason Campbell to Josh Gordon. This guy has been absolutely
Watch insane. Watch your keys blow a hamstring.
80 yards for the
Better
touchdown.
veer off and get out of the picture. Taylor.
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon is a grown man.
Has 774 yards receiving in his last 4 games. Tom Brady to Shane Vereen.
Got it.
50-yard gain, the longest reception by a Pats running back this season.
Can't match a linebacker up with him either. That's a mismatch out of the backfield.
2 plays later, Vereen up the middle for the touchdown. Vereen at 153 yards receiving and a rushing touchdown. The Patriots convert the 2-point conversion, so it's a 19-11 game. In the fourth quarter, it's the same score. Brady dropping back, but Paul Kruger gets to him, so they have to settle for a field goal. That makes it a 19-14 game. Kruger celebrating. That's what I do, fellas. 3rd and 17 for Jason Campbell here. And I'd say just get it in the hands of Josh Gordon the way he's been playing lately. 19-yard pickup there, 1st down, keeps the drive alive. Gordon had 7 catches for 151 yards.
Jason Campbell is balling, by the way.
He's playing well.
Pay that man.
On the play action to Cameron Jordan, and the Browns lead 26-14. Jason Campbell, prime, 351 passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Well, here's Tom Brady. 2nd and 4 to Julian Edelman. Just kind of throws it in there, and it's 1st down at the 47 now. Why don't you say we give Edelman another try here?
Might as well. He hit 10 different receivers during the day.
Well, that's another 19-yard pickup. 3rd and goal. Edelman?
Got him.
Yep.
Why not?
Patriots trailed 26-21. Edelman's only touchdown. Rob Chudzinski knew something was going to be coming. Well, first we flash back to the 1994 AFC wild card game. It's the Patriots and the Browns. This was the last time that the Patriots recovered an onside kick. Ironically, Bill Belichick was the coach of the Browns at the time.
That was 94?
Yeah, that was 1994.
That was just to see who was going to get beat by us in 94.
Get there to get beat.
Get there to who's going to get beat down.
So Gostkowski lines it up, but this is how you're supposed to do an onside kick.
That's good. That was perfect.
This
well
goes
executed.
exactly 10 yards, right?
Yeah.
Can we see that again?
Well, it did.
Yeah, everybody go.
Actually, he touched it before he got 10.
He had to make a decision. Go get it or get hit.
It was right at 10 yards. I think it bounced back. Kyle Arrington recovers it, by the way. So the Patriots.
The kicker was kind of guarding the ball, was keeping guys out of the way.
And you guys say kickers don't do anything. Patriots ball at the 30. Brady to Josh Boyce in the end zone, but it's incomplete. There's a flag on the play. This was a tough call, wasn't it?
That is a suspect. You could call it, but it's really not pass interference. He did have his hands on his back, and he's reaching. See, he grabbed him right there. You could call it, but you got to let him play, because that's going to change the game right there.
They've been on the wrong end of those calls the last couple of times. So.
And that's exactly what it does. 1st and goal at the 1.
Big play. They've been doing this big
Brady
play
and Danny Amendola for the touchdown. The Patriots would fail on the 2-point conversion, so it's a 27-26 lead for the Pats. Now here's Jason Campbell desperately trying to march him down the field.
Got to be able to finish.
Hits Jordan Cameron for 13 yards.
You got to pay Campbell.
Get up to that line. Get up to that line. You got to spike it quickly before you run out of time. Campbell's a veteran. He knows what to do, so there's 1 second left on the clock. Billy Cundiff from 58 yards out in cold weather. This is not an easy kick.
A long way.
I thought it was good for a minute.
We saw a 64-yarder today.
That's a good point.
He had a shot.
Patriots come back again to win.
Bears and the Browns. Jay Cutler, Josh McCown getting some pregame work in. Well, we'll move Josh McCown to defensive end, if he's not starting, because Cutler was starting. How would Jay Cutler do? Well, Bears opening possession, no score, 1st and 10 from the Browns 14, 6th play of the drive. Jay Cutler looking for Brandon Marshall. It gets tipped, picked off by Tashawn Gibson. He gets a nice little return out of it, out near the 30-yard line. Watch it again. This pass ticketed for Brandon Marshall, but the tip gets it into his hands. Cutler says, oh my, this is not starting out well. 1st and 10 from the Browns 27 later on. It's Jay Cutler overthrowing Marshall, again picked off by Gibson. This time, instead of a nice return, he's 44 yards and into the end zone for a touchdown. Look at the dog pound. Jay Cutler says, oh, this is really not what I had planned. Watch it again. The pass tipped again, except this time, it goes back all the way. Josh McCown saying, 1 more of these and I might be in the game. Browns lead at 10-3. 2 Bears possessions later. Cutler looking for Marshall again. This time comes down with the football and the double stiff arm of Joe Hayden, who also had a holding penalty on him declined. That may be the worst play of Hayden's career. 1st and 10 from the Browns 13. 2 plays later. Cutler connects with Marshall for the touchdown. Joe Hayden has not been the same guy the last month. Josh McCown supporting his starter from the sideline. Jay Cutler getting love as the Bears tie the game at 10 apiece. McCown saying, and remember last time when I was in and I threw a touchdown, I was just as good as Jay Cutler. 3rd quarter, Browns opening possession, same score. Jason Campbell looking for Greg Little. Instead picked off by Zach Bowman, and he goes all the way for a touchdown. 43 yards into the end zone, his 2nd interception of the day. The Bears take a 17-10 lead. So now the Browns ensuing possession. First and goal from the Bears 2. Newly acquired running back Edwin Baker goes in for the 2-yard touchdown. Not Chris Obanaya. Yes, me, Baker. That's my name. I'm on the team. I'm a new guy. Ensuing Bears possession. 2nd and 3 from the Browns 49. Michael Bush runs left for 15 yards. Penalty on Alshon Jeffrey would negate the play. Joe Hayden gets hurt. Watch again. Gets a knee to the hip. That knee to that hip by Jermon Bushrod. Hayden would go to the locker room and not return to the game. 2 plays later, it's 3rd and 8 from the Bears 46. 8th play of the drive. Cutler to Martellus Bennett. Gets a 6-yard gain, but he fumbles. Recovered by TJ Ward. And there it goes. The defenses are better than the offenses today. 51-yard touchdown run. Watch it again. The fumble forced from behind by Billy Wynn. The Browns now have a 24-17 lead. Should just let the offensive players sit down and make the defensive players play offense. 4th quarter, Bears ball, they trail 24-17. Jay Cutler says, while I've been out, this Jeffrey kid's been pretty good. Let me throw it deep to him. And Alshon Jeffrey does Alshon Jeffrey-like things. Comes down in between 2 guys for the 45-yard touchdown, his 3rd consecutive game with a touchdown. Penalty would be roughing the passer on the Browns. It would get declined. Watch it again. Gibson mistimes the jump. Jeffrey able to come down with it. Bears tie the game 24-24. So now it's the Browns' turn. 4th and 14 from their own 10. Don't worry, they're not going for it. They're going to wind up punting. Spencer Lanning punts to Devin Hester. And as we've seen Devin Hester do plenty of times, fields at the Bears 43. Gets a pretty nice return, runs right. Looked like a wall was forming, but, well, if you're going to punt it to him, you got to come over and make the tackle. 21 yards, very good field position. 1st and 10 from the Browns 36. So, 3rd and goal from the Browns 4. Cutler to Earl Bennett for a 4-yard touchdown. Oh, the Vanderbilt Commodores. They're doing backflips right now. Bears take the lead 31-24. Next Bears possession, same score. 1st and 10 from the Browns 45th play of the drive. Last week it was a big Matt Forte day. Today, it's Michael Bush. And Michael Bush up the middle, cuts to the right, 40 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. This is what we call Bear love. Right there, even though a couple of tiny snowballs thrown at him. Cutler gets the Bear hug from Marshall. He finished with 265 and 3 touchdowns. Bears win it by the final of 38-31. The Jets hosting Cleveland amid reports Rex Ryan has told the team that the decision to fire him has already been made. Going up against Josh Gordon, not a great prospectus. Did get off to a slow start in the first half, 2nd quarter. Jason Campbell throws it short left for Gordon, but he can't hang on to the football. Rob Chudzinski says, yeah, all right, let's do it again. 4th and goal, let's throw it back to Gordon. Gets his feet in, but juggles the football out of bounds. Browns turn it over on downs, yet 1. That's how many feet you had in bounds. Next Browns possession, still leading 3-0. 1st and 10, the Jets 41. Marquise Gray takes the snap, tosses it to Josh Gordon, runs it to the Jets 19 for a 22-yard gain. 4 plays later, 1st and goal, and it's Edwin Baker, the new touchdown maker. Into the end zone, the Browns lead 10-0. Jets ensuing possession, 1st and 10, the Browns 41. Chris Ivory, who had a big day, runs right, takes it 21 yards. I get bruised just watching Ivory run, and I don't make a tackle. 6 plays later, 3rd and goal, Geno Smith to the former Gator, David Nelson, for the 6-yard touchdown. Nelson's first TD as a Jet. Next Jets possession, still trailing 10-7. 35 seconds, 2 timeouts remaining. Geno Smith in the shotgun, runs out of bounds, gets pushed out of bounds. Rex Ryan, give me that call! Give me that call! Geno Smith got pushed out of bounds. He did get pushed late. It was a great flop by Geno. He's already been fined by David Stern. That would lead to a Nick Folk field goal, tie the game at 10. 3rd quarter, Jets ball. Geno starts hooking up with Jeremy Curley. 17-yard gain down to the Browns 23. 4th quarter, same Jets drive, 2nd and goal. Smith in the gun, looking for his new favorite receiver, David Nelson, who gets big-time separation for the touchdown. Nelson's 2nd score of the day. Next Jets drive, leading 17-13, 3rd and 6. It's Geno Smith, David Nelson, who dives forward for the 1st down. 5 plays later, 3rd and 2 at the Browns 17. Geno Smith has some room. Why the Jets drafted him. Geno Smith into the end zone, untouched for the score, 24-13. Rex Ryan is fired up. Yeah! Ensuing Browns possession, 2nd and 10. Last chance. You know what the Jets need is an Ed Reed interception. He hasn't had one yet, and if he would just come up, Ed Reed picks it off to salt away the win. The Jets win it by the final of 24-13, improved to 7-8 on the season. Cleveland and Pittsburgh report swirling on Sunday. This could be a one-and-done season for Rob Chudzinski as head coach of the Browns. Ben Roethlisberger, meanwhile, 16-1 in his career against Cleveland. First quarter, no score. Roethlisberger extends the play. This is what he does best. Finds Antonio Brown. Eludes a couple of tacklers for a 24-yard gain. He has turned into a superstar this season. 4 plays later, 1st and goal on the Browns 9. Roethlisberger, you thought Jericho Cotchery's career was over until this year. Catches a pass at the 5, dives in for the score. Steelers lead 7-0. This is why the future is bright for the Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. Kind of like a mini Matt Forte and what he can do for the offense, running the football, catching passes out of the backfield. Second quarter, Steelers ball leading 7-0. Look at Bell running right for a 15-yard gain. 10 plays later, 3rd and 4, Roethlisberger finds Bell over the middle. He does not have to come off the field. First down Steelers, 2 plays later, 2nd and goal. Le'Veon Bell spins away in the backfield, charges into the end zone for the 5-yard score. Bell, 20 carries, 90 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Watch it again. Bell spins off Billy Wynn, carries the pile across the pylon. Pittsburgh cruises, beating the Browns by the final of 20-7.